Hey you guys. Okay, I'm so nervous for this. Sorry I look the way I do. I had to go to the doctor's and get a knee injection, so just kind of slumming it right now. But I wanted to share something that I guess has been kind of heavy on my mind lately. Whew. So in September, I dyed my hair and have a spot right here. In September, on September 10th, I will have 4 years sober. For a long time, I was an alcoholic, probably the worst kind that you could be. And this is so hard, you guys. I'm sorry. If I can help one person in this world not go through what I did, that would mean more than anything in my life. I would say I started drinking heavily around 21 years old. By 24, I was working at a vet's office, which I loved very much, but my addiction just ruined that for me. I couldn't work a full shift without drinking in the bathroom. And then I would do a ton of like mouthwash and everything. And then at some points you could actually smell it coming out of my pores, and I did the whole perfume and baby powder. Like, that's what I did for until I was 26, 25. And then a lot happened in between with my family trying to send me in different places, and unfortunately these places weren't the best for me to be at, and I always found myself meeting more people who wanted to drink, use, or take advantage with me, and take advantage of me. And I unfortunately, in that mixture, went to a sober living where I was sexually assaulted. I had to go to court, and I was bullied on the internet really, really bad until I dropped the case. And then maybe a few years later, this man, the phone's shaking because I'm shaking, I'm sorry you guys. This man sexually assaulted a minor and just another random woman that was in a home goods store. And that kept me out for a long time, drinking and not wanting recovery, because if somebody with 25 years of sobriety who runs a sober living is going to do that to me, who really could I trust? And that became a big issue. Like, I couldn't stay at a rehab or another sober living because if there was another man there or something, it scared me. It scared me bad. My addiction went on for a long time. I had a baby. And I wasn't doing the right things at the time, so until she was about 2 years old, her dad had custody of her, but she lived with his mom. That's a whole story in itself, but because I love his family and my daughter so much, I won't really be talking about her father. But just know, yeah, that's a whole story in its own. I was the kind of alcoholic where I couldn't do anything in the morning without drinking a beer first, because I needed to get it in my system or I couldn't function. Back to my daughter. So that's a reason in itself why I shouldn't have had her sole custody, but I am happy to say now that I have her. We have joint custody, but she's here usually like Sunday through Wednesday, and I don't really know that you guys care about all that, but I want to say, because I got sober, I got my daughter back, and I fight to keep that every single day. Like, every single day. You know, you see these beer ads on commercials and stuff, and it's like, oh, that would look nice. Like, I want to go to the beach and have a freaking Corona Light. I can't, because I won't stop at one. And then next thing you know, 3 days later, I'll be shaking, sweating, and unable to function. There's another story I really want to share about me, just to show how bad addiction is. I had moved to Pomona for a little while, and of course meet party people there, but these people weren't good people. They offered to help, and then next thing I know, they're saying that I need to start providing and doing things so I can, you know, not just freeload off their 1-bedroom hotel or whatever. They called my parents and bribed them with money, like, we just want a motel room and then you could have her back. And ultimately, I think they were gonna traffic me. Actually, I don't think I know. And somehow my mom worked it out. I met her at a bus station. She said she was gonna give him some money and she saved me. She said, get in the car now, and we took off and left. These are stories that happen, and things that happen when you choose alcohol, whatever your addiction is, over basically yourself. Like, why did I put myself in these positions? You know, that being said, this part's going to be a little controversial. I won't go back to AA. I won't do AA. And the day I said I had enough and I knew that I was over it is how I got sober. And I have stayed sober, just knowing that I never, ever, ever want to go back to that life. There's so much I want to share, and there's so much I can share if you guys want another video on this. I'm sorry I'm so shaky. It's just really hard for me. But let me share what my life is like now sober. I have an 8-year-old who is the love of my life, and she looks up to me like I'm some superhero and this amazing person. And that means more to me than anything. Like, to think I didn't have her for a little while, that somebody didn't trust me with her, than the relationship we have today, I wouldn't change that or mess that up for the world. I have rescue animals, I garden, like, I don't really crave alcohol, I can honestly say that, but I do get those times where you see the billboard or the commercial and it's like, oh my gosh, that sounds nice, but I play the tape forward. And if I took that drink, then I'd have another and another and another and another and another. Things I do to keep myself sober and make sure I'm okay. I do go see somebody for my mental health. I have a very, very, very supportive, you know, I'm so lucky. Like, Brianna's family is so supportive of me. I just said her name, Brianna. Please don't be weird and go Google things. My daughter, like, her family is so amazing. My parents want nothing more than me to stay sober. And honestly, like, I just like waking up in the morning, cleaning, doing my garden, seeing my animals, hanging out with my kid, and I keep my life full in that way, that I don't even need it. And I'm sorry I'm sniffly too. It's like when I hold back tears. Whew. Anyways, so this is just something that's been on my mind, something that I was like, you know what, you're not the only person who's been through this. Somebody's probably going through this right now and doesn't know how to stop, doesn't see the light on the end of at the end of the tunnel. I remember, you know, when my daughter was a baby and everything was going on, and sometimes she would be kept from me. I'm like, I'm never going to see her again, so what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? But you can't think like that, because look at it now. Look at my life now. Like, she's with me a lot. And if she's not with me, we're FaceTiming and doing filters on Facebook Messenger, and we're just so bonded. So I know when things seem hard, you're like, there's no way. There's no way I could ever stop. There's no way. There's just no way. I will tell you, I thought there was no hope for me. I remember in my 20s, I fell 30, 40 feet off a balcony onto my head, which is why I have so many problems now. Like, I didn't just, but like 2 years ago, I had a spinal fusion. 2 years before that, I had another back surgery. I have a knee problem, and I'm possibly going to need surgery on that. But anyway, so at this point, when I fell off that balcony, I was in the ICU for 2 weeks. Somebody came and prayed over me because they didn't think I was going to make it. I'm here. I'm here. Some more crazy things I could think of. Oh my gosh. It would take all day. Let me know if you guys want another video. My main thing is to let you guys know, if you're in a situation right now and you feel like you can't get out of it, or there's no hope, or there's no way, there always is. There's hope. And there's somebody, whatever you believe, just know there's somebody always looking over you and watching out for you. And if your family or friends are praying, those prayers are heard, and there is hope for you. And once you get sober and you stay sober, people start saying things like, I'm so proud of you. You're doing such a good job. You're such a good mom. Oh, hearing that, it's just amazing. Reach out to me if you need help with like resources, if you need a detox, or maybe therapy, whatever. Like, I just want to help, okay? My name is Jennifer, and I am a recovered alcoholic. Have a beautiful day, you guys.